Alright guys, welcome back again to more Trails of Cold Steel 2. So we're finally in the grace period right now where we get a chance to just bond with everyone after getting into an intense fight with Duvali. So you know what, I'm actually taking it for what it's worth because I need the break. And right now we're on Arson Street because I need to check out a particular area here. I'm trying to find it. Alouette Inn. Because I think that's also where the next Gambling Jack book is. Alouette? There you go. Gialamo, how do you pronounce it? There's actually a dessert that goes perfectly with our espresso. Colette's a big fan of them. She claims just one bite can fill you with bliss. Why don't you try for yourself? A fruit parfait. I like that. Myself. I just finished reading the latest volume of this popular series. Hopefully the next one comes out soon. Would you like to give it a read? I'm sure you'll see right away why it's so popular. There it is. Okay. Alright. Now I'm trying to debate who to bond with first. Let me check that out. I think we got... Alright, so we got the tavern, or the inn for that matter, where we were in before. And we got Elisa. Okay, as per usual, I'm gonna go for... Where are they? Let's start off with Laura first. Christie's Galleria. I don't really want to be on that side. Can I... Let me leave it for now. Actually, you know what? Let's go. Christie's Galleria. And then I'll leave. And I believe Laura should be on one of these sides over here. Oh, no. Yep, she'll be at one end. That's Toa. Hold on. Let me see. Toa is... Okay, so if I'm facing here, she's up... Okay, she's north. Right here. Or west. I wonder why Laura's going out to the canyon alone. I know she can handle herself just fine, but still. This will consume a bonding... Yep, let's go. I've got some time on my hands, so let's go check on her. Laura? Laura? Hey, are you alright? Why would you jump in there when it's this cold out? Oh, I see you've come along too, Rean. There's no need for concern. It's cold, but refreshing. She seems like she's okay. I know she's used to the winter swimming, but we're at the coldest part of the year right now. Does she want to clear her mind or something? It raises the question of what could be troubling her. Laura finally came ashore after spending a little more time in the water. Realizing she would be freezing, Rean made sure he had a towel ready for her. My apologies. Perhaps it was a bit much to try my hand at swimming during this time of year. It really was. Is something up? I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this out of the blue isn't like you. See? Sorry, but you're gonna have to let me dry your hair off at least. Very well then. Having dried off her hair, Rean left Laura to finish drying off otherwise and get changed. In the meantime, he headed back into town to grab her something warm to drink. Thank you for your consideration, Rean. I've warmed up plenty now. See? It was worth me fussing over you. Want to head back to the Courageous? You could catch a cold if you stay out here. No need, I'm fine. As you know, I'm used to this. I'd like to apologize for worrying you, however. Well, I wasn't too worried. It's you we're talking about. So, did you bring that swimsuit from Thor's or something? Yes, actually. I found it in my luggage after leaving. I used it often during the time Emma and I spent in Legram too. It sounds funny when I say it out loud, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. Of course, Emma had a similar reaction to yours whenever I did. It's not funny at all, really. I get what you mean. As a noble, I found myself thinking a lot about what happened here in this province. It is true that what Duke Alberea did to Keldic is beyond unforgivable. However, one could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if war never had broken out. It's clear that his position in both the Four Great Houses and the Noble Alliance is what drove his actions. You may have a point. There's no guarantee that any other noble wouldn't have ended up doing the same. What's funnier than what you said is that I'm technically a noble too, but I never even thought of things like that before. We still have a long way to go. Not just in swordsmanship either. It doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel that if we're able to make it through this, we will be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting in others rather than attempting to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Rean. Laura? I didn't mean anything special by that, mind you. It's just that since you also happen to be a swordsman, we should strive to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in the war, but together, I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe, we'll be able to reach the strength of the Lance Maiden herself. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. The two talked for a while longer before deciding to walk back into town. Nice. Oh, so close. Alright, we're good with her. Who next? Who next? Let's go for Elisa. She is... Wait, I'm right there. I'm actually right there. Where is she? She's not at the airport. She is... Is she at the Berea station? No, that makes no sense either. Hold on. Oh, she's probably at Hotel Esmeralda. No, really? Hold on. Nope, she might be in here. Really? Not here. No go, huh? Okay. Okay, she might be here. Boom. I'm glad Duke Alberea's arrest went as smoothly as it did. I hope Otto can find some peace now. I'm sure he will. Arresting the Duke was never going to give the people of Keldic back what they lost, but it's the most we could do for them. And we got you and Valimar to thank for that. Without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now. Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Don't mind me. She's definitely got something on her mind. Let's go. Elisa, if you got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Typical Rean. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. But you're right. And now that you bring it up, let me ask you a favor.
I do not understand the question. I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible? I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Rean does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
Like how Valimar's like, oh, let me take a minute on that.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
It's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
What? What?
Valamar, did you really have to pick this position?
I honestly saw this coming, guys. It's typical anime cliche fashion. It's great.
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I am afraid there was not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
I love it.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while. It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
So this is what Valamar looks like on the inside, huh? It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you've fought with Valamar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now. Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Celine and Valamar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valamar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines.
That honestly does count as helping, though. I mean, that is a good support regardless.
And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see what Valamar looked like on the inside?
Yeah. I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valamar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart and lend me your aid.
This guy's a Casanova, man.
Always, Rean. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us. But especially to me, so...
Elisa...
Is there a problem?
What is it, Valamar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I recommend rest and a medical examination.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing... great.
Yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valamar.
After taking a moment to unfluster themselves, Rean and Elisa disembarked from Valamar. And all the while, feeling slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back to Bereahard. Their bond with Elisa strengthened. There's that level 5. Was that rush 2? And oh, yes! I like that. So, it's weird because Elisa's was the only one so far that was voiced. Like, I understand the importance of that scene. And also, it always feels like the game is working towards both their relationships than anything else. Like, even though, like, other people may have a preference for Laura, Toa, Emma, what have you. But regardless, I feel like even though the game leaves it open-ended, or at least I haven't beaten part 2 yet, obviously, but I feel like most Trails games tend to leave relationship-type dealings, you know, open to interpretation. So I don't know if it's going to end with these two, or if it's still going to give you kind of like a choice in how it's going to come about. That was interesting. I hope the next person is voiced, or maybe even a few others. I don't expect all of them. Just a few. Okay, I got, how many do I have left? What's my points? We got 4. Now, who do I want to mingle with next? I can do Alfin. I can do Toa. I can do Fi. Gaius. Oh, there's so many. Alright, we're gonna go back to Arson Street because we're gonna talk to this girl. We're gonna talk to Sarah. And then we'll go Alfin, and then I'll decide the last 2. I passed it again. Hey there, Rean. Oh, hi there, instructor. Are you feeling a little better now? Feeling just fine, thank you very much. Though I might have overdone it a bit against those guys. Still, at least I was able to see you kids off like a good teacher should. No regrets here. Instructor. Oh, come on, don't give me that look. It might be arresting, but you look like you should get some rest yourself. She's always dodged having to tell us much about her past, but she might actually be making an exception this time. Let's go. Would you mind if I stayed here and rested a bit with you? I'd even be happy to join you for a drink. Or something. Water, I guess. Really? You're gonna be rolling into bars, chatting up the ladies like a pro soon with the way you're going. Just take a seat there. I'll get you a little something fancier than water on me. Phew, this hard liquor fights back. Gotta pace myself better. Can't chug them because they're too strong. I'm 3 sheets to the wind before I know it. It's better than nothing, but I'll take a good beer or cider any day. I'm struggling with this cocktail personally. Feels like I'll get drunk from it even though there's no alcohol in it. Well, hey, that's just one of the appeals of drinking. I'll make sure to teach you how to savor it once you're old enough. Same way both my superior and my friend did for me back in the day. Was that back when you were a part of the Northern Jaegers? Yep. Granted, they both kicked the bucket a long time ago. Oh. Sorry. This operation brought back a lot of memories. Some of them bad, but plenty of good ones too. Getting by back then was a real struggle. Felt like no matter what we did, nothing ever got any better. You came from North Ambria, didn't you? Seems like a life there was a lot more brutal than I could ever imagine. Would you mind if I asked when you decided to join the Corps? Couldn't tell you exactly when. It felt like as soon as I knew what was going on around me, I had a gun in my hands. Not like there was much else you could do to earn a living around there. They say it was a nice place till the North Ambrian disaster struck around 20 or so years ago. I only go back once every few years now, mainly to pay my respects. I see. It was the kind of place where death would follow you wherever you went, really. And I wasn't any exception to that. I've lost many people who were important to me. One day they were there, the next they were gone. It wasn't until around 6 years ago that Beatrix, well, Colonel Beatrix back then, saved me. After that, I cut all my ties and headed down the path to becoming a bracer. You all know the rest after that. I guess we do. I don't even know what to say. I can't imagine leading a life like that. Yes, indeed. You won't find many heroines as tragic as me. But, well, what happened at Aurochs Fort made me realize something. Turns out I hadn't completely cut ties to that place. Crossing blades with old comrades was more painful than I expected. Maybe it's selfish of me to say, but I wish it weren't. Guess this just shows that I've still got a long way to go as an instructor. There's still so much I want to teach you so you can make it through all this, but I probably wasn't cut out for the job to begin with, you know? I have to respectfully disagree with you there, instructor. We've learned a lot from you, both individually and as a class. Things that you didn't specifically try to teach us either. We learned those simply through observing your actions. Like what? Take what happened at Aurochs Fort. Your actions taught us that fighting for the people and country you love can be painful at times. We saw that in your willingness to cross blades with those you once knew. You showed us what it means to be truly determined. At least, that's what I got out of it. And I'm certain we'll one day have to show that very same determination. Huh. That's why we'd like you to continue teaching us from here on out. In fact, we need you to. I can't see us taking back doors without your experience and guidance, let alone getting through to Crow. Wow, look at you, Rean. The teacher's become the student. Talk about cliches. I get it though. If you're that insistent, then I'll make sure you all get the best education possible. As your instructor, and as your comrade. I like that. That was a really nice interaction. Got that level 5 going. Okay, so I guess level 5 is rush for everyone. I'll take it. I got 3 more. Alright. I will do... Who will I speak to next? I want to speak to... Alphen. Where is she? Where is she? Ah, over there. So far, it was only Elisa's that was voiced. I wonder if she'll be voiced this time. It would seem they're about to hold mass over at the cathedral. I'm thinking of sneaking kind of incognito, but... Something the matter? It's nothing. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Oh, and try to get some rest, Rean. You must be exhausted. She seems like she's got something on her mind. Would you mind if I joined you, Your Highness? I'd feel much more at ease if I at least escorted you to the cathedral. Just as a precaution, of course. Would you, Rean? Thank you so much for your concern. Shall we be off then? Seeing Berea Heart's cathedral up close is always breathtaking. You've been to Berea Heart before, haven't you? That's right. I have a number of noble acquaintances here even. Speaking of which, today's mass seems to have attracted more of them than usual. It looks like it's intended as an occasion to mourn the losses suffered by Keldic. Oh. Judging by all the people I saw go in, it'll probably be a fairly large event. So it seems. I plan to attend as well, to offer my prayers to the market manager, but... No, it's nothing. Let's go inside, Rean. And so, Rean and Princess Alphen entered the cathedral to attend the mass currently being held. Of course, they were careful to sit behind the majority of attendees to avoid standing out. However, during the sermon... I'm sure you all heard by now the terrible tragedy that took place in Keldic recently. In light of this, let us offer up our prayers for the people there. May Adios be with them all. Rest in peace, Otto. What's going to happen to us from here on out? I can't believe they actually arrested Duke Alberea. Not to mention the fact that we've been removed from the Noble Alliance's jurisdiction. But why though? I see no reason to accept the Imperial Army when our own army's still intact. Duke Alberea certainly has made a muck of things this time. Are these people for real? Aren't we supposed to be mourning for the people of Keldic? There's a time and a place for self-pity, and it sure as hell isn't now. Besides, surely Keldic was partly to blame for what happened too, no? I heard all about their belligerent attitude towards Duke Alberea, and yet he was arrested simply for teaching them a lesson. Disgraceful, I know. The beloved empire certainly has been on the decline these past couple of years. I can't take much more of this. Just who in the world do you people think you are? Huh? Who dares to raise their voice during Holy Mass? Wait, I know that face. Princess Alphen? How could you make light of what happened in Keldic? Do you genuinely believe that it's none of your concern that Keldic deserved its fate? Is this how you treat your fellow Erebonians? Don't you realize that by putting aside such social labels, this tragedy could have been prevented? Your Highness. But maybe I'm not one to talk. I may have shared the same sentiments as you all had I continued to live my cozy life in Heimdall. I would have done a little other than pity them without making an attempt to truly understand the gravity of the matter. In the end, it would have been just another event on a long list of things to eventually forget. But please, I beg of you, Please realize that whether they are noble or commoner, every life matters. The people who suffered in Keldic, who lost their lives because of this war, are no less important than any of us. Each and every one of them lived a life of their own and had a future ahead of them until it was ripped away. Your Highness. Huh. Your Highness. Rean. So please, I ask anyone in disagreement with the Duke's arrest to go see Keldic for themselves. If that's not enough to convince you his arrest was the right thing to do, then by all means, bring your complaints to me. I swear on the Arnor household that I will listen to every single one of you in earnest. After Princess Alphin's speech, they left the cathedral that had turned deathly quiet. From there, Rean escorted her back to the airport. The entire way, she struggled to hold back her tears. Thank you, Rean. I've gotten a hold of myself now. Oh, how embarrassing is it to act out like that during a holy mass? I'm sure my brother would have been able to handle that situation much better. Prince Oliver would have handled that in his own way, sure. That doesn't make your actions any less worthy of respect, however. You don't think it was too much? I mean it when I say that speech hit very close to home. That's why I'm sure some of the nobles there must have been impacted the same way. If anything, I'd say you made me feel more proud to be a member of the Empire than ever before. Did I? I'm sure when this war comes to an end, your words will be able to reach even more people too. Until then, all we can do is keep fighting. Thank you, Rean. Hearing you say that is such a relief. Happy to help, Your Highness. Let's just focus on doing what we can for now, okay? Please don't forget that we're all here to support you. Thank you. After Rean escorted Princess Alphin to the Courageous, he headed back to town. Got that level 4. Cheer and cover. Alright, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Who will I bond with next? I believe... You know, I'm right next to Fee. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where is she? Oh wait, am I next to... Nope, there's this guy. And I think Toa's on this side too. We got Toa. Who else do we have? Hold on. So many. Okay, alright, we'll do Toa and then Fee. Toa, is something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Bereahard finally being freed from the Duke's clutches and ended up spaced out. You know how you finish something you're really nervous about and all the exhaustion washes over you at once? That's what I'm going through. But don't worry about me. I'll be back on the ship by the time everyone else is. The more she tells me not to worry, the more worried I get. I wonder if she needs to talk to someone. Mind if I sit with you for a while? There's a really nice breeze here, so I figured it might be a good spot to relax. Oh. Sure, go ahead. I don't want to sound pushy here, but, well, if you have something on your mind, Toa, I'm more than willing to listen. Huh? I realize that I might not be able to offer any real help, but you've done so much for everyone and me personally, both at Thor's and on the Courageous. That's why I want to do whatever I can for you in return. That's really sweet of you, Rean. Thanks. To tell the truth, I'm not really sure if I'm the best fit to be the Courageous captain anymore. Part of me wishes I declined back when Viscount Arcade asked me. Can I ask why? Well, we managed to set Bereahard free and have Duke Alberea arrested, right? But when you think about it, that won't do much to ease the pain for those in Keldic. It won't bring back those that we've lost either. And it's not just that. Think back to when Fiona was taken hostage or what happened with Angie. In the end, I just stood there uselessly, waiting for you guys to solve everything. All the while having the Courageous at our disposal, too. That's why I can't help but wonder what a more capable captain would have been able to accomplish. Have you been bottling this stuff up this whole time? Sorry for unloading on you. I promised myself I'd become a much stronger person, and yet here I am, fretting over every little thing. I'm really not suited to be your captain at all, am I? Whew. Thanks for getting it back from me, but still. Trust me when I say that your worries couldn't be further from the truth. I can't think of a single person more suited to be our captain than you. But Rean, in the end, we're still students. We don't have the kind of experience Prince Oliver and Viscount Arcade do. There's no way anyone expects you to be able to do what they can. But despite that, you took it upon yourself to accept such a crucial position in Viscount Arcade's place. You're doing everything you can to fulfill that role, even when you're just a student. Seeing you work like that is what's inspired all of us, you know? We wouldn't be the same team without you. That's not true. Huh? I'm certain that everything we've done so far is bringing us one step closer to taking back our school. Accomplishing that will probably be our biggest challenge yet, though. And that's exactly why we need you. Having you alongside us is the greatest motivation we could ever ask for. Of course, we have no intention of letting this be one-sided. We'll be there for you as much as you are for us. You mean it, Rean? Boy, you're awfully convincing, huh? You're right, we should be using our worries as a means to better ourselves, shouldn't we? I'm such a dummy for forgetting something as simple as that. Hey, we all have our moments. It won't be long until we can finally take back doors. We're gonna go all out and make it a reality, right? Alright. Notebook updated. What did we get here? Hold on. Character. Now, she would probably be support, right? Yes. Oh, we're missing one here. That sucks, but that's okay. We got one more left. Where is Fee hiding? Hold on a second, let's check. She is... Oh, let's go to the jewelers. She's in Artisan Street. I missed her. Oh my god. Okay, yep, I remember. Fee, what's going on? Why are you sitting here wearing only one sock? The sole of one of my boots came off while I was walking, and now my foot kinda hurts. So I'm taking a break. Well, after all those boots have been through, I can't really blame them for giving up the ghost like that. Is your foot gonna be okay? Once I've rested a bit, sure. I'll get the boot fixed up after that. You can just keep walking. Wait, how does she think she's gonna get to the tailor without footwear? Is she gonna roll down this hill? Okay, foot's feeling better now. Off we go. Hold up, Fee. You're not actually planning on walking there with your foot like that, are you? Might as well. I'm used to this kind of stuff anyway. Well, maybe so, but you still shouldn't be walking around on it like that. What if you step on something sharp on the way? What do you want me to do then? Guess I'll be the gallant knight here. There we go. What's up? Did it start hurting again? I'm fine. Just kind of amazed, really. Don't think anyone else would have offered a piggyback ride in that situation. Huh? Don't worry about it. Into the store we go, my steed. Sorry, but the Pony Express stops here. Upon reaching the tailor, Rean asked them to fix up Fee's shoe for her. They were told it would be a quick process, so they had to look around the store in the meantime. Oh hey, they've got Stragas here. You're pretty fond of this brand, aren't you? Sure am. Seems like they only got formal wear here, though. Would have been up for buying some new sneakers if they had any. I don't see you prancing around in formal wear anyway, to be honest. How long have you been a fan? Since you were a Zephyr? Yep, the boss bought me a pair for helping out with something. That was the second present he gave me, in fact. Oh, what was the first then? The name Clausel. That's a present I'll never let go of either. There's no one else in the world who can give me that after all. I know how you feel. Dad welcoming me as a proper member of the Schwarzer family meant the world to me. So yeah, let's keep our appreciation for that close to our hearts. Speaking of things from the past, I was actually reminded of the boss when you were giving me that piggyback ride. Huh? He did the same for me not long after bringing me to Zephyr. Stuff like that's what made him feel like he actually was my real dad. Fee. There's something else I realized too. You remind me of the boss, but you're not actually him in the end. Just like Class 7 isn't the same family that Zephyr was, even though both are important to me. I'm not the same person I was back then either. I don't want to sit around and be protected all the time anymore. Yeah, that's right. We're all in this together, Fee. Supporting each other is the obvious way to go. Yep, and I'm gonna use what I learned from my old family to do just that. Thanks, Rean. Not at all. It took a little more time before their order was ready, so the two wandered the store for a while longer. Once it was, they saw that Fee's shoes were as good as new. They got the bond of level 4. Cover and counterattack. Nice, nice. Oh. Fee. I'm missing one. Really? Unbelievable. I didn't think I'd miss one. Alright, it is what it is. Alright guys, if anything, this seems like a good stopping point for now. I'm going to end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're going to continue on with the story by entering the Alberea mansion. So if anything else, I'll see you all in the next one.